Good morning, fellow YouTubers. It's coming up to 6 o'clock in the morning and it's November the 3rd 2024 and I'm just out for another adventure and I've got Bear in the back this time. Went from yesterday and he slept overnight. We're going out early this morning and today I'm just going to go back through to the ALWIN Valley. So I'm going to go through Clennell Street, car park and drive up the valley, park up and then do my favourite little walk along the White Shank burn, going up the White Shank cottage, WHITEBURN Shank cottage. So you go at the top of following the river all the way up towards where the cottage is, and then we'll just have a sit down and a picnic there, and then either double back and go the same way back or do a circular route by going up past the cottage, up onto the top and then along the top Clennell Street back towards Kidland Lee cottages and back down that way and back along the road towards the car. I'll just have to make a decision when I get there and see what the weather's like, and you know, that take these factors into consideration. But it's nice to get back out again. I've set up a new channel on my YouTube channel because the old one I was using, What a Palaver, I couldn't get back into it because I couldn't remember what email address that I'd used and tried my passwords. Nothing worked, so I had to open up a new channel which I've just called Steve, and I've put a few videos up there already and I've getting quite a few views of the videos that I've been putting up there, so obviously lots of interest straight away, so which is nice to know. Right, so without further ado, I'll get on Prince Edward Road there and head down towards the Nook shops on my way out, going over towards Rothbury and then drive through Rothbury from the Coldstream Road, A697. Right, so bye for now. It's Sunday morning, the 3rd of November 2024. It's 7 minutes past 7 and I've done 41.9 miles from South Shields. I've just stopped and let Bear out the back and went along the river there to let him go and do his toilet business, and I'm just going to continue along this road now, going in towards Rothbury, drive through Rothbury and then Thropton, Sharperton, Flotterton and all those places on my way to go towards the ALWIN Valley. So I'll be turning right to go into Clennell Hall and the caravan site place, and then driving right along the stone track and parking up in my usual place by the steel bridge, going into WHITEBURN Shank cottage area from Kidland Forest. Right, so I'm just starting to get daylight now so I can be able to see where I'm recording. Taxi just pulled up behind me, he must be wanting to go for a wee and all. Right, so I'll continue along the road now. So I've come down the A697 Coldstream Road. I've took the left turn at the Anglas Arms pub turn off to come along to the Rothbury Road here, and I'm heading towards Rothbury now. And I always stop, this is one of my little usual stop-offs by the river here, this lay-by pull-over. So I've just let the dog out and he's, as you can hear him yawning in the back. He hates to stop, wants to keep going. Right, so without further ado, we'll get going towards Rothbury. So bye for now. It's 7:27 AM in the morning, the Sunday morning, the 3rd of November 2024. I've just come down the steep bank there and there's a sign for Sharperton, and I'm just going to be going over the Sharperton Bridge ahead there, about a quarter of a mile, and then keep heading for Harbottle and then heading towards Alwinton. But just before you get to the village of Alwinton, you turn right to go where the sign says Clennell Hall and Clennell caravan site. So you turn right there and follow the track round, and then I'll be following it right the way along to where I normally park the car. So I'm nearly there now. I've got a bit better daylight now. Every time I'm driving along I get very fine droplets of the wet stuff on my windscreen, so I might have to put my jacket on when I go to start my walk with the dog. Right, we'll have to wait and see when I park up and see what's like when I step out the car. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. It's 7:32 AM on this Sunday morning. I've just arrived at the village of Harbottle, where you see the 30 miles an hour sign here and the name of the village on the concrete post here. Right, so I've just got to go around the corner through Harbottle village, then just continue towards Alwinton. Like I said, just before you reach Alwinton, I'll be turning right in towards Clennell Hall. Right, how many miles have I done? I've done 53 miles so far from South Shields. Right, so without further ado, I'll continue on my journey, so bye for now. It's still spitting rain as well, so bye for now. It's 7:50 AM in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 3rd of November 2024, and I'm just driving very, very slowly along the ALWIN Valley here, heading for my parking spot after the 4th bridge that you cross over the river. I've just stopped here because obviously I can see 3 vehicles over there, so some people are camping out just at the side of the river there. It's a right bumpy, full of hole stone track that I'm driving over, so you got to drive really, really slow so you don't get any stones bouncing up off your paintwork and chipping your paintwork. So I'm just driving very slowly. So just past those vans on the left hand side, you can see the road going up slightly uphill. I'm going up there, and then I'll cross a cattle grid, and then the road goes up steep to the junction where you turn left to go left up there to Kidlandly Forest Cottages, or go straight on. Well, I'm going straight on down the bank on the opposite side past the access road to Kidlandly Cottages, then dropping down, going over the 4th bridge. Then I'll be looking to see where I'm going to park. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Okay, I've just come to the 4th bridge to cross over, and I normally either park just straight away to the right there. There's like a little track going off to the right up there, but normally I go straight ahead and park where I'm going to be crossed over the steel bridge to go up WHITEBURN Shank cottage, along WHITEBURN itself. So I'm just going to cross this 4th bridge, and as I'm driving over it, I'm going to look right and see where I want to park for to set up me time lapse to pick up what's going on up in the skies. But it's shitty again as usual. It's constant drizzle, very, very fine. So it looks like I'm going to have to put a jacket on, walking along, doing my filming with the dog. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Right, it's just approaching 8 o'clock in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 3rd of November 2024, and I'm just about arrived at where I'm going to be parking the car. So I've come over the 4th bridge, and I'm still on the road where you can see the wooden footbridge that takes you across the burn, so you don't have to cross over the steel bridge. You can go via that way and then turn right and go back over to the main road once you cross over the burn. Now you can see the green sign up ahead for the forest, Kidland Forest. So basically I'm going to approach that, and just where the metal bridge goes across the burn, there's a big wide open space where I'm going to be turning the car around and pointing back in this direction so I can set up my time lapse. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye. Oh, how many miles have I done? Is that 57.6 or something? Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Right, so I've drove 57.9 miles to my parking spot, and I've turned the car around just on the drive over the steel bridge to go in towards WHITEBURN Shank cottage in the Kidland Forest here. And I've pointed the car back in the direction now. Now I'm going to set up my time lapse. Like, I think I'll be wasting my time because obviously this fine drizzle keep landing on the windscreen all the time, so it just spoils the video. But never mind, I'll set it up and do it anyway, just to see how it turns out. Right, so bye for now. Right, locked up the car, got my batteries in my pocket, just turned on my GoPro 9 to start recording me walk with the dog. Got him on his leader. Now I'm going to keep on his leader until we get past the first road that takes you up another little valley off to the right. Now the reason why I'm keeping on his leader, even though there's no sheep up here, was I got a shock one day when I come down my favourite little hidden valley. There was sheep up on the side of the hill, so they must have migrated from over here and went over the top, and they were grazing on the side of the hill. I heard them beating, and I had to shout to him quickly and put him back on his leader, because I don't know how he would react when he sees sheep. Because you may think that there's big dogs that he wants to go and run and play with. Right, so over the steel bridge and then over the first ford, just down in the dip there, about 200 yards up. Right, come here, son. Come here. Now straight away, I'm just watching it, my camera, it's bouncing backwards and forwards off my chest because it's higher on this mount. So let's see how it goes. And obviously what it is, when I walk along by myself, it's okay, but when I've got the dog on his leader, he's pulling me like hell, and he's pulling us all different directions, so my body's getting thrust all over the shop. So trying to keep it steady. Hi. Hi. Now I know the EIS, the image stabilization on these is good, but if you try and keep your camera still as possible anyway, the video will turn out much better anyway. Right, come here, son, come here. Right, let's look back at the car. There's a harvesting site signpost just like that, just before I came over the fourth bridge. So it's just a warning that there's tree harvesting going on around this area. Right, so here's the first ford I've got to get across. Now sometimes he's a little bit iffy and nervous about going through water, but after I took him through a few, last time I came along here, he was fine. He got used to, he could feel his feet on the bottom and not to worry, so he was just walking through, no problem. I'm not liking this at all. This bracket quick release. Right, come on, son. Go on, go on, go on. Good boy. Come on, come on. Right, that's the first one over with. Come here, come here. Just looking back over the ford again. So that's so you cross over the steel bridge, which is across the first part that you used to have to cross over. And when it was raining, it was really deep and fast, so it was hard to get across. So when they built that steel bridge, that was much better. It's easier to get across now. Right, so I'm going to be walking up this stone track about 1.25 miles to where it goes uphill towards WHITEBURN SHANK cottage on the left. It goes up left from the bottom track, and it goes up around an S-bend past it, and it's really steep, and it's a stone track like this, so it's hard going. The more he starts pulling, and he really goes hell for leather, and I've got to lose my temper with him and smack his ass. But he still goes back to pulling. He's strong as a bull. Now I used to have this with corn, but eventually, because I got corn so trained, I didn't have to have him on a leader, so I could let him off as soon as we basically got out the car. And I never had any of this problem with a leader. For doing me recording and him pulling me on with the socket. But Bay's bigger again and he's stronger again than corn. So I'm trying to hold him back in my right arm here. Pain in the arse. But I like to bring him out. I've always had dogs in my life since I was in nappies myself, so I'm used to having dogs. They're good company, they love you to death, they love you unconditionally, and obviously they take care of you, they protect you and your property. I mean, if anybody comes in the back garden, he barks. I mean, his bark, it shakes the earth. So anybody coming near the garden, hear him barking, they just think, oh, sod that. Will you stop pulling us towards the water, man? Come on. As soon as I hear him bark, they're off. It's a bloody good guard dog. And I could be sitting on my computer in the sitting room, and if somebody comes to knock on the door, like the postman or something, to deliver something, he just jumps up and barks like hell. And you nearly shit yourself because it's so loud and powerful. Well, like I say, he's, I'll never stop him barking because he's doing his job. And even when he barks at the window cleaner when they're putting the ladders up against the windows 2 doors down, he goes berserk because he doesn't want anybody in his garden. So that's his garden. Hey, come here, son. Come here. Come here. Good boy, son. Just as I pulled up and parked the car, I got him out briefly and took him for his toilet business anyway. So that's 2 lots he's had. So he's not dragging as bad as he normally does when I first get him with the car. He's terrible. It's like holding back an oxen. And this is the other thing, he keeps crossing over from left to right in front of you, so you've got to keep adjusting. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, tripping over now. So you just hear the Whiteburn trickling down on the right hand side there. So I'm going round the corner and drop down into a dip where there's another ford or crossover. And then after the third one, there's steel bridges after that. So no more fords to cross for a while. Apart from a little one when you get to the bottom of the bank. Just before you go up left to WHITEBURN Shank cottage. I think what I'm going to have to do is tighten up the chest harness strap that goes around my chest. I mean, if it's tight, it'll stop the camera bouncing around as much as it is now. But like I say, this is the first time I'm trying it to see if it's any good, or if it's not, if it's bouncing around, and when I look at my videos and it's not recorded very well, it'll not be getting used again. I'll just take it off and just put the camera directly onto my chest harness like I did before, so it's more secure and it hasn't got room to bounce around as much. I might be panicking about anything, because like I say, the image stabilization, the electronic image stabilization on these cameras is brilliant. So even though I walk with a limp and I'm up and down and left and right, this camera just stabilizes all the images. So when I play it back after making videos on my computer to upload on my YouTube channel, they're not too bad actually. They're not hard on the eyes to watch. But I brought me 3 brand new GoPro 12 batteries that I bought, and they've been charged up fully. And I've bought a couple of more triple battery chargers So I've got 6 charged up fully for this journey. Now if you get an average of an hour and a half on each battery, you know, 6 hours, 6 halves 3, so that's like 9 hours of recording of the batteries. So I won't be needing all the batteries, but it's handy to have just in case one doesn't work when you plug it in to your camera and switch on, it doesn't come on. So it's nice to have a backup. Right, so I'm just around this right hand bend here now. You drop down into a bit of a dip, and that's where the next ford is. Right, let's stop. So you kind of see the car now because we're coming around the corner. Now, when you first come on the, when you turn right to come into Clennell Hall Hotel road, you get to the point where the gate at the farmer's area where he puts all those round bales of hay in black plastic. It says no further access, private access, no further vehicles beyond this point. So obviously people drive up because you come up here to go to Milk Hope Cottage and come up here to go to WHITEBURN Shank Cottage area. So there is vehicles come up here, and I pointed out those 3 camper van vehicles on the grass on the right hand side as I was driving in here. So right, this is the next ford dropping down here, look, in the dip.